Imagine a world untouched by the wheels of industrial progress, a land rich with forests, rivers, and wildlife, where peoples known as Native Americans lived for thousands of years, developing sophisticated cultures, languages, and relationships with the environment around them. This was the Americas before 1492, a year that would mark the beginning of an irreversible change. In this video, we embark on a journey to uncover the sad story behind the Native Americans who first met Christopher Columbus. When Columbus arrived in the New World, he was met not by empty lands waiting to be discovered, but by civilizations with their own ways of life. The Taino people, who inhabited what is now the Bahamas, were among the first to encounter Columbus and his crew. Initially, these encounters were colored by curiosity and the potential for mutual exchange. However, it wouldn't take long for this initial wonder to turn into a tragic tale of loss and devastation. The arrival of Columbus set off a chain of events that would lead to catastrophic consequences for the Native American populations. Diseases such as smallpox, measles, and influenza, unknown to the indigenous people and for which they had no immunity, spread like wildfire, decimating populations. It is estimated that within the first century after contact, upwards of 90% of the native populations in the Americas had perished due to these diseases alone. But the sorrow of the Native Americans met by Columbus did not end with disease. The insatiable hunger for wealth and resources drove the Europeans to enslave, exploit, and oppress the indigenous peoples. The Taino, among others, were forced into labor under the encomienda system, essentially a form of slavery justified by the pretense of converting them to Christianity. This system led to such brutal exploitation that entire cultures were erased, languages lost, and a deeply woven social fabric torn apart. Imagine the sense of betrayal felt by the Native Americans, who initially extended hands of friendship and generosity to the strangers from across the ocean. The Europeans' advanced weapons and relentless greed turned what could have been an opportunity for cultural exchange into a nightmare of survival. The story of the Native Americans who met Columbus is a poignant reminder of the high cost of conquest, often glossed over in history books. As we reflect on this sad chapter of human history, it's important to recognize the resilience of Native American cultures that have survived and continue to fight for their rights, traditions, and lands. Their story is a powerful testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity. The encounter between Columbus and the Native Americans marks a pivotal moment in history, one that would shape the future of continents and the fate of countless peoples. It's a story that moves us to question the narratives we've been taught and to look deeper into the shadows of the past, to learn, to understand, and to ensure that such tragedies are never repeated. By remembering the true story of the Native Americans who met Columbus, we honor their memory and the vibrant cultures that survived against all odds, a beacon of hope and resilience in the face of hardship and loss.